Hi nerds! So this summer I actually received a few digital ARCs, and I just realized the other day that I have not shared my reviews of those books with you yet, so that's what I'm going to do today. I have 3 different reviews for you. So with these 3 books that I was able to review this summer, I figured that I would start with my least favorite of the 3 and go to my favorite. I'll start with A Whole New World by Liz Braswell. It comes out on September 1st of this year, so 2 weeks from today. This comes from the book's description on Goodreads. Welcome to a new YA series that reimagines classic Disney stories in surprising new ways. Each book asks the question, what if one key moment from a familiar Disney film was changed? This dark and daring version of Aladdin twists the original story with the question, what if Jafar was the first one to summon the genie? To start off, I was really excited about this book. Fairy tale retellings are kind of my jam. I'm also a huge Disney freak, so a retelling based off the Disney movie, and it's Aladdin, which is one of my favorite Disney movies, yes please. Because of that, I am really disappointed that I had to give this book 3 stars. While there was nothing really bad with the technical aspects of the writing, nothing in the book was as rich as it should have been. The characters, the plot, the world building. Maybe it's because the book was required to be tied into the Disney movie. It is being published by Disney Hyperion, but the characters didn't feel as developed as they could have been. Nothing really drew me into this story. I mostly found myself finishing it just because I didn't want to DNF review it. I did really love the genie. I kind of wish he could have been in it more, but I understood why he couldn't. And I still love the concept, and I'll probably be checking out the future books in this series to see how they handle other Disney movies. Maybe this was just a really tough one. Up next is From a Distant Star by Karen McQuestion. This came out back in May. Basic plot: Emma's boyfriend Lucas is dying of cancer, and she is the only one who really believes that he is going to get better. Then one night something crashes into his parents' farm, and Lucas makes a sudden recovery the next day. But then Emma starts to notice that Lucas is not quite himself anymore. With the help of his little brother, she finds out that he is actually being inhabited by a benevolent and stranded alien who just wants to get home. So they go on an adventure together to try and get the alien, whose name is Scout, out of Lucas's body so that Lucas can have his life back and Scout can go home. I gave this book 4 stars. It was a very solid book. Things I liked: no love triangle. This book easily could have turned into, I love my boyfriend and I want him back, but I also am in love with this alien. Thankfully it didn't do that, and we got some really great friendship between Emma and Scout. Probably my favorite character was Eric, Lucas's little brother. He was really intelligent, and I kind of wish he could have been in the book more. Overall, the book had a great pace, it was a cute plot, and it had a great resolution. Things I didn't like so much: sometimes the main character could be a little bit annoying, and I feel bad saying this because her name is Emma, and I feel like I should have some sort of kinship with her. But I kind of got the feeling that Emma was very dependent on her relationship with Lucas. She spent a lot of time talking about how they were meant to be together and they were going to be together forever. And I think part of the problem of the book is that we didn't get a lot of their relationship, because when the book starts, he is dying and basically in a coma, and we only get things from her perspective and we just get her memories. Tied to that annoyance for me was also my frustration at Emma's vilification of Lucas's mom. Maybe it shows that I'm getting older, but I saw a whole lot of sense in his mother's actions and attitudes. Her son is dying from cancer, and his girlfriend is kind of hogging his bedside, and she's rightfully annoyed at that, and Emma kind of refuses to see her perspective. Emma has a small epiphany at one point in the book where she realizes maybe she should be more understanding, but I kind of wish there had been more of that. Overall though, it is really cute, it's simple, it's a quick read. Definitely give it a try if you really like light sci-fi. My last review for you today is Scorpion Rules by Erin Bow. It comes out on September 22nd of this year, so it's about a month away. At first glance, Scorpion Rules seems like nothing more than a clever, well-written dystopian. Basically, hundreds of years ago, the nations of our world came so close to destroying each other that an artificial intelligence named Talus decided that he should take over the world. Talus has studied the history of humans and their wars and has decided that the best way to prevent it is to take the children of world leaders hostage. Each leader gives up one child to a prefecture, which is basically a school where the children labor and learn until they're 18. Unless their country goes to war before then, in which case they die. Greta Gustafsson Stewart, Duchess of Halifax and Crown Princess of the Panpolar Confederation, is an exemplary student of her prefecture and everyone's darling. But unfortunately, her country is also on the brink of war. The story begins with the entrance of a new hostage named Elion, whose country desperately needs water from Greta's country, enough to go to war for it. The idea for Scorpion Rules is already interesting. What makes this book not just interesting, but great, is the fact that it subverts a lot of your expectations for the dystopian genre. From the way our main character responds to the issues in the system to the romance, this book does a lot of unconventional things. I won't say much more about what unconventional things it does because I don't want to spoil it for you. I gave this book 4.5 stars. I took off half a star because the three main characters at times felt a little flat to me. In particular, the new boy Elion felt a little bit like a plot device. I did, however, love Talus, our AI overlord. He is everything I ever wanted in an artificial intelligence without knowing I wanted it. Also, while I really liked the direction the romance took, I also didn't really feel the chemistry between the two characters, or really between the main character and any of the possible love interests. But really what made me set my few issues aside and just love this book was the ending. It has such an amazing ending and such an interesting ending that is nothing like anything else I've read in this genre. So there you go, those are my 3 reviews for you. A big thank you to NetGalley, who gave me From a Distant Star and A Whole New World, and Edelweiss, where I got Scorpion Rules, and of course to all of the publishers and authors. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these or if they're ones that you are looking forward to. And don't forget to join us this Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Time. We are going to have another live write-in because we love doing them so much in July that we just want to keep doing them forever.